Emily, how have you been? Hi, Victoria. It's been a while. I'm good, but what's up? It's so rare to get a text from you. Actually, I wanted to talk about the upcoming reunion. I heard from the organizer that you're attending too. Oh, yeah. I sent in my RSVP last week. Are you planning to go? Yes, I've confirmed my attendance. I was thinking we could coordinate. That's a good idea. I haven't seen most of our classmates in years. Same here. Work keeps me so busy that I barely have time for social gatherings. I know what you mean. Life gets in the way, doesn't it? So, I was wondering if you'd like to go together. To the reunion? That could be fun. We could meet up somewhere and then head to the venue together. Oh, sure. We could meet at the nearest station or something. That would work. What time works best for you? I'm flexible that day. Maybe around 5 p.m.? That might be cutting it close for me, but I'll try to make it work. Then go straight to the venue from there. Oh, come on. Let's make it more special. Let's grab coffee somewhere first. Coffee sounds nice. There's that new cafe that opened near the station. Perfect! I've heard good things about it. Since you and I are the only married ones, we can have our own wife talk before the main event. Wait, really? Are we the only married ones? Wait, you didn't know? You and I are the only married ones from our class? Is that surprising? I haven't really thought about it until the organizer mentioned it. The other girls are still single in their 30s. Can you believe it? Well, everyone follows their own timeline in life. Well, I think people get married when the time is right for them. Plus, everyone seems happy with their jobs and hobbies. That's a mature perspective. I'm glad they're finding fulfillment. It's not like marriage is the only measure of success, right? Oh, please, that's just an excuse. Being unmarried at our age is basically being a failure. That's a harsh way of looking at it. Some people prioritize career over family. Career is important, but what's the point if you don't have someone to share your success with? Don't you agree? I mean, we made the right choice getting married when we did. I suppose everyone has different priorities. We can't really say that at the reunion though, right? Probably best to keep those thoughts to ourselves. So let's have our own little pre-party. We must have lots of husband complaints to share. I'm sure we could talk for hours about that. Exactly. That's why we need to meet earlier. I found this cute little place we can meet at. Sounds perfect. Send me the details. It's called Bluebird Cafe. I'll text you the address. Great. Looking forward to it. Oh, sorry, Victoria. That's going to be difficult for me. I actually have to work that day. Oh, that's a shame. Maybe we can just meet at the venue then. Yeah, I should be able to make it right after work. Work? What do you mean? Emily, you're married but still working? Yes, we're a dual-income household, so I'm planning to come to the reunion right after work. Wait, you're still working after getting married? I thought you'd be a housewife by now. No, I've continued my career. I actually enjoy my work quite a lot. Wait, hold on. You're married, but still working. Yes, but is that really so surprising? In this day and age? I guess not. But I always imagined you'd be living the dream as a kept woman. I mean, it's pretty normal these days. Maybe for some people, but not everyone has to work after marriage. My husband and I both have careers we're passionate about. Well, dual-income households are increasing, but obviously a woman should be a stay-at-home wife after marriage. That's quite a traditional viewpoint. Many modern couples choose different arrangements. Traditional is better in my opinion. A woman's place is in the home once she's married. The fact that your husband still makes you work. My husband doesn't make me work, it's my choice to continue my career. Is it really a choice though, or a necessity? It's definitely my choice. I worked hard for my position. Your husband must be a pretty pathetic, incapable man. Excuse me? That's completely uncalled for. A real man would provide for his wife so she doesn't have to work. What? It's just sad to see a married woman having to struggle in the workforce. I'm not struggling, I'm thriving in my career, and my husband supports that. Sorry, Emily, I'm going to cancel going to the reunion together. Because I work? That's ridiculous. I don't want people thinking I married someone as pathetic as your husband. Excuse me? I'm just being honest. It reflects poorly on a man when his wife has to work. That's an incredibly outdated perspective. My husband is a wonderful person. He respects my desire to continue working. Respects or can't afford to let you quit. This has nothing to do with money. It's about mutual respect and personal fulfillment. Yeah, I don't need to hear your excuses. You're just covering up the fact that your household can't survive without your income. That's not true at all. We could manage on one income if needed. Then why don't you? If you could afford it, you wouldn't be working. Because I want to work. My career is important to me. Look, I'm sorry for being blunt, but that's just how I see it. Your view is unnecessarily judgmental and, frankly, offensive. If you're that poor, maybe you shouldn't even come to the reunion. This has nothing to do with being poor, and I will absolutely be at the reunion. Everyone will be talking about how successful they are. What will you say? I'll talk about both our careers and how we support each other. That's real success. You're working on a Saturday too, right? Maybe you should just work overtime and earn some extra cash. I'm making time for the reunion because it's important to me. I can balance work and personal life. Sure you can. Keep telling yourself that. I don't need to justify my lifestyle choices to you. I'll let everyone know you won't be coming. I will be coming. Please don't spread misinformation. Whatever you say, but showing up in work clothes might be embarrassing. I'll change before I arrive. This conversation is getting absurd. Good luck with your job.
Director, didn't you mention you have a high school reunion this weekend?
Yes, I do. It should be interesting seeing everyone after all these years.
Is it a big school? Will there be many people attending?
It was a mid-sized school. I think about 30 to 40 people confirmed for the reunion.
By any chance, did you go to Greenfield High?
Huh? How did you know?
That's incredible! What a coincidence!
Do you know someone who went there?
Well, my wife also has a reunion this weekend.
Really? That is quite a coincidence.
It seemed like a weird coincidence to have company reunions on the same day.
It definitely is. The chances of that are pretty slim.
Plus, you and my wife are the same age.
What's your wife's name, if you don't mind me asking?
My wife's name is Victoria. Are you friends?
We weren't particularly close in school, but we've kept in touch occasionally.
Her maiden name was Wilson.
Wait, that Victoria?
Yes, Victoria Wilson. So you do know her?
Victoria Wilson. Yes, I know exactly who she is. We just texted about the reunion recently, actually.
What a small world! Did you make plans to meet up?
We discussed it, but it didn't quite work out with our schedules.
Wow, what a coincidence! My wife is my director's classmate!
Yes, I'm really surprised too.
It's like those 6 degrees of separation theories are true!
Life is a funny way of connecting people, doesn't it?
But could we keep this between us?
Keep what between us?
Please don't tell my wife that I work under you.
Huh? Why not?
This is awkward to admit, but there are some reasons.
Is everything okay, Josh?
Well, this is embarrassing, but my wife and I have been fighting a lot lately.
I'm sorry to hear that. Personal issues can be difficult.
She's always angry that my promotions are too slow, my bonuses are too small. I hear about it every day.
That must be stressful for you.
It's been really tough. She has certain expectations about my career advancement.
Is that so?
Yes, and she'd be mortified if she knew I was working under her former classmate.
I understand. Office hierarchies can complicate personal relationships.
So if she finds out her classmate is my boss, she'd be mortified that I earn less than her classmate, and she'd be furious.
I wouldn't want to cause any trouble between you two.
I appreciate your understanding. It would make things much harder at home.
I see. So that's what's going on. For the reunion, you're taking a half day off for work on Saturday, right?
Yes, to drive her there and pick her up afterward.
That's thoughtful of you.
I can take your shift if you want, so you can enjoy the reunion to the fullest.
That's very kind, but unnecessary. I've already arranged my schedule.
I don't have any plans on Saturday, so I'm happy to cover.
I appreciate the offer, but I've got it under control.
Are you sure? It's really no trouble.
Positive, but thank you for offering.
Yes, that's totally fine by me, so please keep the fact that I'm your subordinate a secret from my wife.
I understand. Your secret is safe with me.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
No problem. See you at work tomorrow. What the hell? You just threw beer all over me and you're trying to kick me out? You clearly don't belong here. What's going on? I'm removing someone who doesn't belong here from the venue. Are you serious right now? Everyone's staring. Well, they should be. This is quite the spectacle. Why are you doing this? What did I ever do to you? You'll ruin the reunion for everyone, so just leave. How would I ruin anything? I was just catching up with everyone. Why would my presence ruin anything? Your attitude ruins everything. Nobody wants to hear your sob story. Having someone so pathetically poor here would just bring everyone down. Poor? What are you talking about? You know exactly what I'm talking about. The working wife with the incapable husband. In what universe am I pathetically poor? In the universe where you can't afford for your wife to stay home. I have no financial problems, and I have no idea why you'd think that. That's rich coming from someone in a dual-income household, married to a man with no ambition who makes you work every day. My husband doesn't make me work. I've explained this already. Keep telling yourself that. Everyone here knows the truth. Excuse me? It's embarrassing, really. Everyone else's husbands can provide for them properly. That's not true, and even if it were, there's nothing wrong with a woman working. I chose to marry a capable man, so I live happily every day. Good for you. Some of us prefer to maintain our independence. Independence? Is that what you call financial necessity? It's what I call having my own identity outside of being someone's wife. I don't have to deal with the hassle of working. I just take care of the house. If that works for you, great, but it's not the only valid lifestyle choice. And even that's super easy because we regularly hire a housekeeper. That's interesting. Yes, my husband can afford to hire help so I don't have to exhaust myself. Wow, you're living quite the luxurious stay-at-home wife life. It's what I deserve and what any woman would want if she could have it. Not every woman wants the same things in life. It's not special at all. This is the kind of life any properly married woman would have. Your definition of properly married is extremely narrow. It's the traditional way, and traditions exist for a reason. Traditions evolve with time. We're not living in the 1950s anymore. Being married but still working is a weird thing. Even our single classmates have it better than you. That's ridiculous. Having both a fulfilling career and a supportive marriage is wonderful. If you can't even afford the attendance fee, you shouldn't have come. What? I did pay the fee. Don't lie, I know the truth. Excuse me? I saw you at reception. You didn't pay the fee. There must be some misunderstanding. I asked the organizer and they said you were the only one exempt. Oh, that. There's a reason for that. Sure there is. Let me guess. You couldn't afford it? That's not it at all. There's a perfectly legitimate explanation. Read the room, you poor married woman. If you're so broke you can't pay the attendance fee, you don't have the right to enjoy this reunion like everyone else. This is absurd. You have no idea what you're talking about. Everyone here paid their fair share except you. Excuse me? Your hair and clothes must be all sticky with beer now. Yes, thanks to you. You did this intentionally. Maybe take it as a sign that you should leave. This is completely unacceptable behavior. Your makeup is probably ruined too, so you can't face everyone. I can't believe you're acting this way. What happened to you? Nothing happened to me. I'm just standing up for what's right. There's nothing right about humiliating someone at a reunion. I'm telling you this for your own good. Just go home. Having someone in such a mess here will just bring down the mood even more. This happened because you threw beer on me. Details, details. The point is, you're a mess now and should leave. I'm a mess because of your childish behavior. You've got some nerve to have that attitude. Someone who can't even pay the reunion fee has no right to complain. My fee situation has nothing to do with your assault. Assault? Don't be so dramatic. It was just a little beer. Throwing a drink on someone is absolutely inappropriate. Just go home with your lackluster husband. It's not like you have anything impressive to brag about at the reunion anyway. My husband is anything but lackluster, and you know nothing about him. I know enough. A man who can't support his wife isn't worth bragging about. You have no idea what you're talking about. I'm going to fire your husband. Fire my husband? What are you talking about? You heard me. What? This means your husband is officially unemployed. With a husband like that, you won't have anything to brag about at the reunion either. My husband doesn't work for you. What are you talking about? Are you sure about that? You might want to check your facts. I know exactly where my husband works, thank you. So why don't you leave? Having someone like you here will make it hard for everyone else to enjoy themselves. Why should I leave? And what gives you the right to fire my husband? You really have no idea who I am at work, do you? You're just a poor man's wife talking nonsense. I actually hold a fairly high position at work. Really? And what position is that? As a director, I have significant authority over personnel decisions, and Josh happens to be my direct subordinate. Josh? What does Josh have to do with anything? I can fire him or keep him as I please. Wait a minute. How do you know my husband's name? I just told you. No, you didn't. I never mentioned my husband's name. He's my direct subordinate. I'm your husband's boss. That's impossible. You're confused. I work as a director at the company. Which company? The same one where your husband works. I'm his direct supervisor. What? Hold on. You're the director? My husband's boss? That's exactly what I'm saying. Surprising, isn't it? This can't be right. There must be some mistake. That's why I know about his salary situation. What salary situation? What do you know? You know, Josh works really hard, and his bonuses are decent. I don't understand. He could definitely support a wife if you lived modestly. We live just fine, thank you. But could he afford to hire a housekeeper? I don't think so. That would make it nearly impossible to save any money. Well, that's different. How is it different? You were just bragging about your housekeeper. My situation is, it's not what you think. Oh, and before I leave, let me clarify one thing. What now? I didn't pay the attendance fee not because I'm poor or can't afford it. Then why didn't you pay? It's because I specially arranged for this venue at a huge discount. What? As a thank you, the organizer waived my fee. That's not possible. My company owns this venue facility. Your company owns this place? Yes, surprised. If you follow the proper procedures, employees can rent it at a huge discount. I had no idea. And today's food is also catered from my company's affiliated restaurant. The food, too? I helped the organizer arrange everything. Even the food. Well, I'll leave as you asked. Wait, you don't have to. I'll let the organizer know myself, so enjoy the reunion, Victoria. But I... Have a pleasant time with our old friends. Emily, wait!
I sincerely apologize for my wife's behavior.
Josh, you don't need to apologize for her.
No, I do. What she did was completely unacceptable.
It was certainly unexpected.
I can't believe she threw beer on you and tried to kick you out of the venue.
It was quite a scene. Not how I imagined the reunion would go.
She's never done anything like this before. I'm shocked.
People can surprise us sometimes.
I am deeply sorry. I'll cover all cleaning costs for your dress.
That's not necessary, Josh.
I insist. It's the least I can do after what happened. Please let me know how much it will be.
It's fine, Josh. The cleaning cost for one dress is nothing.
But I feel responsible for what happened.
You're not responsible for your wife's actions.
In a way, I am. I should have known something like this might happen.
I don't even feel like asking you to pay for it.
You're being too kind after what happened.
It's really not a big deal in the grand scheme of things.
But still.
Let's just move past it, okay?
I appreciate your understanding, but I still feel terrible. You must be angry. My wife told me you're planning to fire me, right?
She told you that?
Yes, she came home extremely upset, said I'd be out of a job by Monday.
I see. She really believes she has that power.
So it's not true? I'm not being fired?
Oh, that. I'm sorry, Josh.
I knew it. This is because of what Victoria did, isn't it?
I said that in the heat of the moment.
Please reconsider. I need this job, and I had nothing to do with her behavior.
I'm afraid you'll need to clean out your desk on Monday.
No way!
Don't look so devastated. Let me finish explaining.
What explanation could possibly make this better?
There's an open department head position at our affiliated company.
Department head? What does that have to do with me?
So I want you to leave our company and move there.
Huh?
It's a promotion, Josh, with a better title and better pay.
Wait, you're promoting me? Not firing me?
I'm sorry, you asked me to keep it a secret that I'm your boss, but now it's out.
Yes, and I'm sorry about that. I should have been honest with my wife.
It must be uncomfortable for you at home now.
Uncomfortable is an understatement. She's beside herself.
I don't want to deal with her anymore either, so I think this is good timing.
To be honest, I've been wanting a change for a while.
This could be good for everyone involved.
I've been hoping for an opportunity like this.
So what do you say about the department head position?
Are you serious? This isn't some cruel joke?
I'm completely serious. You've earned it with your work performance.
I would absolutely accept it with pleasure.
Excellent. I'll start the paperwork first thing Monday morning.
This is incredible news. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Being offered a department head position.
It's well deserved.
I can't believe this after everything that happened tonight.
I'm glad you can see it that way.
No, thank you.
You're welcome.
Even after Victoria was so rude to you, you're offering me a promotion?
Your wife's behavior and your job performance are completely separate matters.
You're a far better person than I would be in your position.
I just believe in recognizing talent where I see it.
The salary will be a bit higher, too, which should help reduce our arguments.
Yes, there will be a significant salary increase with a department head role.
That'll definitely help our financial situation at home.
You'll even be able to save money while having a housekeeper.
A housekeeper? What housekeeper?
Victoria said she regularly hires a housekeeper because it makes things super easy.
What?
She mentioned it tonight, said it made her life as a stay-at-home wife much easier.
No, this can't be right. We don't have that kind of extra money.
I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation.
Wait, hold on. I didn't know about this. She insisted on being a stay-at-home wife.
That's what she told me too.
She takes all my salary and I live on an allowance. I've trusted her with our finances and living expenses, but we definitely can't afford a housekeeper.
An allowance? How much do you get to keep?
Just $300 a month for personal expenses. Everything else goes to the household.
That seems rather restrictive.
I trusted her to manage our finances properly.
As your boss's final advice, you should check your savings account balance.
You think something's wrong with our savings?
I don't want to speculate, but it would be prudent to check.
I'll check tonight when I get home.
A husband's job isn't just to work and bring home a paycheck.
You're right. I should have been more involved.
Don't just hand everything over. You should regularly check your savings and how money is being spent.
Yes, I'll check right away. Thank you so much for the promotion opportunity.
You're welcome.
But please keep the promotion a secret from my wife.
You don't want her to know about the department head position?
Let's just go with the story that I was fired.
Are you sure that's the best approach?
I'm gonna teach her a lesson. Please keep the department head position between us.
If that's what you want, I'll respect your decision.
Thank you. I appreciate your discretion.
Understood. I'll keep the department head position a secret this time.
Thanks again.
How dare you tell my husband all that unnecessary information? Victoria? I thought you left the reunion. I've been waiting for you outside. What information are you referring to? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Now he knows everything about zero savings. Wait, you really have zero savings? Was that part of your plan? To ruin my marriage? I didn't have any plan. Josh asked me about the housekeeper you mentioned. Of course! That's why I've been secretly hiring the housekeeper. So you have been hiring one? Thought there might have been a misunderstanding. Why would I clean the house myself when I could pay someone else to do it? I've been giving my husband just $300 a month for spending money and using the rest however I wanted. That seems rather one-sided. That's how it should be. He earns, I spend. And the savings? Where did that money go? But now everything's ruined because of you. You give your husband $300 a month while you live luxuriously? What kind of a selfish stay-at-home wife are you? How dare you judge me? You have no idea what it's like. I think I'm getting a pretty clear picture. That's what being a stay-at-home wife is. The husband earns money for his wife. I don't think that's what most people would consider a balanced arrangement. And the wife gratefully uses that money freely. Gratefully, perhaps, but responsibly too. That's what marriage is all about. That sounds like hell from the husband's perspective. What would you know about it? You're still working like some commoner. I think most marriages involve mutual respect and joint financial planning. That's just what poor people say to make themselves feel better. It's what responsible adults do, regardless of income level. Now everything's ruined. My secret's out and he's furious. I didn't intentionally reveal your secret. He asked about the housekeeper you mentioned. You could have kept quiet. Why did you have to tell him? Because honesty matters in professional relationships. How dare you, of all people, fire my husband? This is clearly retaliation against me. I didn't fire him out of retaliation. Then why? He's a good worker. He doesn't deserve this. There's more to the situation than you realize. Firing him because you don't like me is illegal. That's not why decisions are made at our company. You can't just fire someone because of a personal grudge. How is that illegal? It's workplace discrimination. It's unethical. Workplace decisions are based on performance and company needs. Josh accepted it willingly. What? That's impossible. You might want to talk to him about it. He wouldn't just accept being fired. That makes no sense. People sometimes see opportunities where others see setbacks. Even if my husband accepted it, I, as his wife, am saying it's unacceptable. I am afraid you don't have authority over his employment. Of course I do. I'm his wife. What affects him affects me. But you don't have legal standing to override his employment decisions. I'll report everything to the company's CEO. You want to report this to the CEO? Absolutely. This is a clear abuse of power. That's your right, I suppose. That'll be the end of your career. I doubt that very much. You have no idea how influential I can be. Please, do what you feel is necessary. A mere director like you may boss around employees, but you still answer to higher-ups. Everyone in a company hierarchy has someone they report to. And once the CEO hears about this injustice, you'll be done. That's true. So I'm going to tell the CEO everything about how you fired a subordinate out of personal spite. I encourage you to present all the facts when you do. I'll make sure they know exactly what kind of person you are. Please ensure you have the complete story first. This is clearly illegal, so you'll be reprimanded. My husband will really be fired, and everything will be terrible. I assure you, all proper protocols were followed. The CEO will see through your excuses. The CEO has a very good understanding of how I operate. You'll be held responsible for all of this. Do as you please. I will. You'll regret crossing me. But since he's my husband, try not to say anything too strange. What did you just say? I said, since the CEO is my husband, try not to say anything strange to him.
Wait, what? Your husband?
It would be embarrassing if he thought I had weird classmates.
This can't be right. There must be some mistake.
I don't want my husband to be disappointed in me, so please just stick to legitimate work complaints.
Wait. Since he's my husband?
Yes, that's what I said.
The company CEO is your husband?
Yes, that's right. I work at my husband's company.
What? No, this cannot be happening.
Is something wrong?
Hold on, I never heard anything about this.
Why would you have heard about my marital status?
I knew you were married, but I never heard your husband was the CEO.
It never came up in conversation.
None of our other friends mentioned it either.
It's not something I broadcast. I prefer to keep my professional and personal life separate.
Even my husband never said anything about it.
Why would he? It's not particularly relevant to his day-to-day work.
But, you're married to the CEO? The actual CEO?
A marriage announcement just needs to say I got married.
But this is important information.
Why would I need to report my husband's job or position?
Because it's a big deal. You're married to the CEO of a major company.
And Josh doesn't need to tell you about his boss's family situation either.
But all this time, I thought...
You thought what? But just to be clear, I'm not a director because I married the CEO.
So you were already working there when you met him?
I was already working there and rose to director on my own merits.
On your own merits? Really?
Yes, really. I earned my position through hard work and capability. Then, through various circumstances, I ended up marrying the CEO.
This can't be true. This is impossible.
Why is it so hard to believe?
Because
what?
I thought you were just in a dual income marriage with a worthless husband.
That's quite an assumption to make.
But you work. You have a job.
Yes, because I enjoy my career and I'm good at what I do.
This is so unfair. I thought my classmate caught a pathetic husband.
Is that why you were so condescending about my marriage?
But instead, you're the CEO's wife? Impossible. This means your life is more successful than mine.
I don't think concepts like above or below matter in people's lives.
Of course they matter. Status and success are everything.
That's a rather limiting perspective.
You have everything. A successful career and a powerful husband.
What you should be more concerned about is your habit of looking down on others.
I don't look down on others.
You just what?
I just expect people to live up to proper standards.
If you don't fix that, your husband might be the next one asking for a divorce.
Divorce? What are you talking about? Wait. Did my husband say something about divorce?
No, but if I were him, that's what I'd do.
You don't know anything about my marriage.
I know what you've told me tonight.
That's completely different. That's just
what? You're entrusted with the household finances, but don't save anything. You spend selfishly, yet you constantly criticize him about promotions and bonuses, and now you've even negatively impacted his job.
His job situation is your fault, not mine.
Is it? Who made a scene at the reunion? Who has been pressuring him about promotions?
That's normal. Wives should push their husbands to succeed.
It would be more surprising if someone wanted to continue a marriage like that.
He would never leave me. He needs me.
Does he? Or do you need him? And his paycheck?
That's not fair. I take care of everything at home.
Do you? Or does the housekeeper you hired?
What should I do? If he asks for a divorce now, my life is over.
Perhaps you should consider how you've been treating him.
But I've been a good wife. I've done everything right.
Have you? By whose standards?
By traditional standards. The wife manages the home, the husband provides.
It would be nice if there was a way to prevent that.
There must be. Tell me what to do. How can I fix this?
That's something only you can figure out.
Please, you have to help me. I can't lose everything now.
Anyway, I'm busy with work, so I'll be going now.
Wait, don't leave yet. We need to talk more about this.
I think you need to talk to your husband, not to me.
But what should I say to him?
Perhaps start with the truth, and maybe an apology.
An apology? For what?
I'll let you figure that out. Good night, Victoria. Apparently, as expected, Josh subsequently asked Victoria for a divorce. Victoria frantically tried to contact all her friends for advice on how to keep her husband, but they gave her the cold shoulder, saying they didn't care about someone who mocked single people. It seems that when Victoria was confronted about kicking me out of the reunion, she blurted out that her friends shouldn't be criticizing her, which led to most of her friends cutting ties with her. The divorce was eventually finalized, and Victoria moved back in with her parents and quietly began job hunting. Meanwhile, Josh successfully transferred to the affiliated company as a department head. And I hear he's doing even better work in his fresh start with a new environment.